This company was chosen as the best company for cryptocurrency investments at the Crypto Expo Dubai 2025. I made an investment and I'm going to show you the results. How's it going, guys? How are you all doing? I hope you're doing incredibly well. Today, I'm going to show you this amazing company that won first place at the Crypto Expo 2025 as the best company to invest in cryptocurrencies. About a month ago, I made 3 investments in this company, and today I'm going to show you the results.
But before we move on to watch the video itself, I want to mention that you'll be participating in a $5 giveaway just for commenting right in the comment box. You leave any comment you think is appropriate, and just with that, you'll be participating in each of my channels, whether it's the Spanish channel, the English channel, or the Portuguese channel. And you'll see the results from each video in today's video, meaning that today you'll see the winner from the previous video. Very important, if you comment on the English YouTube channel, the comment has to be in English. If you comment on the Portuguese channel, you just need to leave the comment in Portuguese. And right down here, you'll put your comment in Spanish to be able to participate. That's enough.
Alright guys, the platform I'm presenting today is called $1 Million. It is a platform that has been operating for many years. On top of all that, it was named this very year as the best crypto investment platform at the Crypto Expo Dubai 2025. Here, you will be watching an introduction video showing the moment when this platform received its award at the Crypto Expo 2025, which was incredible, and this will make the platform grow exponentially. It's also worth mentioning, guys, that I've been investing for almost a month now. In fact, I made a full video talking about the platform making my first investment, and I'm going to include parts of that video directly here. When I bought the packages, when I made the investments, I'm also going to show you how to make withdrawals, how to reinvest, and many other things. In today's video, I'm going to show you the pre-sales that are currently active on the platform, the things that are coming in the future, both as a tech company, and we'll also talk about the physical side of this company, which is based in the United States. We'll talk about traditional businesses such as restaurants, hotels, and many other things that are coming to this platform in the future. Important point, how do we register? First of all, go to the description of this video where you'll find an official link to access the platform. This link works both for the control panel and equally for each of the packages we have here, in which I have invested and which I suggest you analyze thoroughly. To do this, you simply enter a username or email here, set a password, repeat the password, follow the steps, and you'll be inside the platform. So now I'll hand it over to my past self, the one who made the first investment on this platform. I'm going to show the 3 investments I've made, $100, $100, and $100. In total, $300 invested, and we're going to watch the profits in real time. What you've seen here is the first staking, which I did yesterday. Notice that it says May 20. I'm going to show you the date so you can see exactly what day it is. Today is May 3rd, and this is the time I'm recording because I want this video to be 100% transparent. So here, staking transactions, which is at a 10% annual rate, as we can see here, it's an APY of 10%, and the investment was $100. So obviously, this means that annually it's going to generate about $10 for me. This is what I mean by a realistic percentage. That is, an ordinary company generates an annual profit of around 6 to 8%. If you go to a bank and say you also want to make an investment there, you want to leave your capital locked in, you'll get more or less a percentage between 3 and 7% annually, which is quite low. But obviously, this depends on the amount you want to invest directly. Depending on the investment you make, obviously the profitability can be quite high. A 10% return is a very stable, very solid, and actually quite high percentage. The next investment is in the OMD3 platform, which is also another staking of $100, as we can see right here in OMD. And notice here that we also have the date, which is important, the start date, May 2, 2025. This is important. Why? Because every 2 days or so, or even daily, I'm going to show the results it's producing. Let me tell you that at this point, I originally planned to invest for a week to see the results, but considering that I started the operation with an APY of 10% per year, I realized that in just 1 week, I wouldn't have results significant enough to show on my YouTube channel. And that's why I waited for about 30 days to pass. Here you have different plans that you can choose from, for example, a 10% plan, which is the one I chose with an annual contract. Then there's a semi-annual plan at 7%, and finally this one here, which offers 5%. You need to consider roughly how much you want to invest and for how long you want to leverage it. I have selected this one here, which is the plan you can see right here. Here we had to wait roughly until it starts working to begin staking, and then little by little it will generate daily income for me, which I will show you next. And this is the third investment I have on the platform. As you can see here, it was also started on May 1 and is also for another $100, which would give me approximately 6% per month. We can see it right here. This is already a fairly acceptable interest rate, a very good rate, so that's why I made a $100 investment. And as I mentioned a moment ago, you will see all of this in the following days of recording. This is the first day of recording, and whenever I start a video, I will always show the date directly so that you are always up to date, knowing exactly what the recording date is and what results each of the packs I have purchased is giving me. Now I am going to explain how you need to go about purchasing the packs. This is extremely easy and simple, but it works exactly the same for everyone, so I will explain it right here. To invest, we simply have to click on New Investment, which is right here. We click on it, and here we can select, for example, if you want to reinvest your profit, you just select reinvest here, enter the amount you want to reinvest, and that's it. It's that easy and simple. And you have to use USDT. Obviously, USDT, you enter the amount you want to deposit directly into the platform. For example, whether it's $100, $200, whatever amount you find appropriate, you enter the amount directly here with a minimum of $20 and a maximum of $100,000, as you can see indicated right here. And then you click on Create Investment. And that's it. For the other platforms that offer you a benefit with annual compound interest, you simply click on the New Investment section. We're gonna do everything step by step in real time so you can see how it works. You select USDT, which is the same as we explained a moment ago, or investment if you want to reinvest your funds. As you can see, it's very simple. You just select USDT, choose the plan, and enter the amount you want to invest. It's important that you select the plan, whether it's annual or semi-annual. This part here is extremely important. You select annual, choose the amount. With one click, as you can see here, the minimum is $20. You click on process order and it's already up and running. And for the third platform, it's extremely simple. It works exactly the same way. We just scroll down to the staking section, which you can see right here on the left side of the screen. We select staking, scroll down to the plan we want to choose. In this case, I've selected annual, but you can choose whichever you think is best. Exactly the same, USDT 20, enter the amount and click continue. It's that simple. And what you see here is a control panel where you'll have all your investments unified on a single platform so you can analyze everything completely. As you can see, notice that there are some features currently under construction. For example, we have trading coming soon, profits coming soon, favorites, messages, help and security. You also have a chat where you can ask any questions you may have, any doubts you need to resolve. And here you will have absolutely everything. Your profile, which you can see right at the top right. Language, you can select either English or Spanish. In my case, I have it set to Spanish, so I'm going to close this here. And here you will see all the benefits of the plans you have subscribed to. So remember that you will also have all the links in the description, which is extremely important. Alright guys, now let's move on to current events. Notice that today is May 26th. It's been about a month since I started recording. Let's go over all the results we have here, the profits in the account, and the new investments I've made. In this video, we'll talk about many things, not just the staking I'm doing, but also about launches or pre-sales that the platform is releasing. It's worth emphasizing that obviously, since it was chosen as the best project of the year at the conference in Abu Dhabi, a lot of investors are going to come in. With that, obviously, if you got in at an earlier stage, you'll be able to benefit from the token pre-sale and launch, which is going to be incredible. And take a look here, they already have a listed token. This is the $1 million token, OMD, and it's paired with BNB for trading. Currently, it has a market cap of $2.2 million. And take a look at the exchange ecosystem, where you'll find the token listed on P2B, PancakeSwap, Dextool, and PooCoin. And the upcoming listings will be on Binance, KuCoin, and CoinGecko. We have it clearly marked right here. And of course, the company's main platforms, such as OMD Exchange and OMD Blockchain. Let me tell you guys that the OMDB presale is already active. There are 9 days left until this round phase ends. And buying is very simple. You just select the payment method here. In this case, I always recommend buying with USDT via the BEP20 network. Here you enter the amount you want to buy, and it's extremely easy. You accept the terms, link your wallet, and then make the payment. And finally, just so you know, the minimum purchase is 60 cents of a dollar. And also, I want to let you know that the token or la token OMDB is currently in its presale phase, and you can find it right here. The purchase process here works exactly the same way. It goes by round phases, and you can directly enter the amount of USDT you want to buy, click on start order, and that's it. It's extremely simple. It's important that you keep the dates in mind. We have noted here that round 1 is from May 21st to May 26th. Round 2 is from May 26th to June 1st. So hurry up. And this section here that we're looking at now, which is the pre-sale phase, is extremely important that you understand something that's just crazy. If after analyzing the project, you know how it works, why is it important that if you want to get in, you do so as soon as possible? I'm going to explain it to you next. The first pre-sale price is 0.25 cents. This will be done in rounds. The next initial offering on the exchange will be at $0.50 and the launch pay attention here will be at $1. What does this mean? It means that if you bought your tokens at $0.25, which is the current price, you will be able to sell them at almost 4 times that price at launch. And this here refers to the OMDB staking pool, which I am already participating in this one right here, where I first bought $100 worth, and then I made another purchase of $825 worth of tokens, And here it explains pretty much all the returns you'll get: 10% annually, 7% semi-annually, and 5% quarterly. It also explains the monthly earnings you can get from your referrals. In other words, if you bring in referrals, you'll earn 10% on the first level, 7% on the second level, and 5% on the third level. This applies to everything invested by the people you invite to the platform. So let's analyze my investment. How much profit has it generated in this short period of time? If you look at this section here for OMDB, which is basically a light token of the platform, I have two investments. We have this one here, staked OMD transfer and annual plan, which is 10% of what I mentioned a moment ago. It was started on May 20th, as we can see right here, but I will receive the first reward on June honest. And as I mentioned a moment ago, since I want the video to be as transparent as possible, this pack here has not generated any income for me yet. And I'm gonna show absolutely everything what is currently profitable and what will be in the future in upcoming videos I'll record about the platform. And on the other hand, I also have staking in OMD3. Take a look here, I have 2 million OMD. I also have 2 active positions. This would be these 2 here, which I started on May 6 and May 21, and I can see it clearly marked right here. And obviously the execution period ends on May 2, 2026 and May 6, 2026. Now I'm going to show you one that is already generating profit for me. Now take a look here, there actually is a profit, but don't pay attention to this amount shown here of $925. Focus on this one here that says $41.62, because I'll explain in a moment how all of this works. Why is there a profit here but not yet in the other one? It's very simple. This one here gives you monthly compound interest. Notice that it goes at 6% per month, and this one here is an investment I've made that hasn't started yet. And this one here, the next payment is in 4 days. This one has already started and it has already generated 41.63 for me. That's why I decided to make a slightly larger investment, because what this platform does is preserve your money, obviously investing it to fight against inflation and obtain a real profit. That's why it's a relatively low percentage. It's not a crazy percentage when it comes to earning profit. This here, obviously, you can withdraw without any problem. You simply go to the withdrawal section, enter the amount you want to withdraw, and then directly enter the USDT BEP20 address where you want to send it. It's extremely easy and simple. This time I'm not going to do it because I also want to show you how to reinvest your earnings to get greater monthly profits. Pay attention to this here, because this is important information. I have a lot of information about this platform, since it's a solid platform and all the information can fit into a single YouTube video. I'll make more videos in the future with specific references about the platform. For example, let's look at the technological development, which I consider important, where we have the OMD Wallet, the OMD token, the metaverse, OMD exchange pay. Close attention to this because something really spectacular is coming. OMD trade program, education and social networks, crowdfunding, which we can see right here, digital silver mining, digital gold mining, OMD accelerator, OMD mining, OMD blockchain, and of course there's the OMD blockchain staking pool and the USDT pool, which I will explain to you in detail next. Now then, going back to this section here, I'm going to show you how to make a reinvestment of the profits you earn or how to make a withdrawal. To do this, you simply go to the new investment section, click here, and you'll see 3 options. Obviously, the option to buy or acquire your coupon. There's also the USDT BEP20 option to make the investment directly. And then there's the reinvestment section. In this case, I'm going to reinvest 20 USDT out of the 41.63 that I have. And here it already shows me what my profit will be, both weekly and monthly. So you simply click here on create investment and the process begins. And as you can see here, I have 3 investments, one of $100, another of $825, and this one here of 20 USDT. How much profit will that be? Well, it's approximately 6% per month. I'm going to show you how to make a withdrawal. To do this, you simply go to the withdrawal section and wait a second. Notice that I have 21.63 left, which is what remains because I reinvested 20 USDT and we're only going to withdraw 20. I'm not going to withdraw the full amount. I'll just leave $1 in there. I don't have any problem with that. We're going to enter 20 here and paste our USDT BEP20 wallet address here. For this, I'm going to use my MetaMask wallet directly, so let's click on it. I'm going to copy the address. Notice that here in USDT, I only have $0.21, which is basically nothing. Let's paste the address here. And now we'll complete the human verification, which asks me to identify images that are spherical. We simply select this one, and this one. We click on verify. I really like this security feature here. We click on request withdrawal, and here we're going to paste the 2-step verification code, which I have right here. And I'm going to do it in real time so that you don't miss anything. It would be 849977. We click on verify before the time runs out, and that's it. The transaction has been executed. And with this, the withdrawal has been completed. Let's see how long it takes to arrive. To do this, we simply go to our MetaMask wallet. We see that the address is the same. And notice that it took practically no time at all. Just a couple or 3 seconds, and the amount is already right here. In other words, it works really well. I don't want to withdraw the money for now. I want to reinvest. Because I don't want this to just make me money at the end of the month. I want it to generate a lot of money for me in a year, or to have a substantial return from the investments I've made in this company. Here I'm going to show you this important thing, which is the roadmap, so you know exactly what the main objective of the company is. Here we see that we have the OMD Blockchain roadmap for 2025, and we have iDrop. We are currently in May, which was the accelerator. In June, the trading program is coming, the NFT marketplace in July, and so on. It's extremely important that you analyze this thoroughly. And it's also important that you take note of what's coming in 2026 and 2027. If we look here, January 2026 starts with import and export. In February, we have the first home called OMD Foundation. Then in April 2026, the first restaurant will open, which will be called OMD Food, and so many other things that the platform has planned for the future. Obviously, as I always tell you, this platform here is backed. It has been working for a long time, and after appearing at Expo Crypto 2025, a lot of investors are going to come in. So analyze it thoroughly, because what's coming is going to be incredible. So guys, I've pretty much explained everything you need to know. This is where I really say goodbye, sending you a kiss and a hug. Remember that I am not a financial advisor, so you need to thoroughly analyze the projects 100% before making any kind of investment. See you, as I always say, in the next video. Bye bye.
Seems now we just see everything we believe.